What is up, everybody? My name is Eriss. I'll be a ferryman today, taking you guys to Fallout Week. I know it's Tuesday, and I normally would say this stuff on a Monday. However, I recorded the Monday video. Kid you not, 2 weeks ago. Recorded that 2 weeks ago. I had a lot of audio issues with that. All my videos in the last 2 weeks have been recorded super out of order. Fun fact. So if my audio is kind of funny and random ones, that's why. I've been trying to get my stuff in order, and I've now done everything out of order, trying to get it all fixed. But let's get to it. You are
How can the bait shop help
pretty
you?
decent. Hi, Brooks. Okay, we're going to talk to Longfellow. I think it's his name. Old man Longfellow. I was about to say Stockton, and I think that's
Your damn cat
Bunker.
knocked something over.
No.
Again.
Ah, Tink didn't mean anything by it, Mitch.
I swear, her tail's a menace. Does she even know it's attached to her bleeding hide?
If you want me to work in this flea-ridden bar of yours, you'll watch your tone.
Fine.
If you need a room, see Mitch.
I don't need a room. I need an old man. Howdy.
Captain Avery said you can get me to Acadia? Bingo.
There
There
are
was a scuffle out there.
ones for here.
You get your hands dirty? I'm done leading people to their deaths in the fog. Last fella couldn't keep up. Didn't last 5 minutes.
Looking for a runaway.
Some parents are worried about their runaway daughter. She went to Acadia and I need to find her.
If someone's headed for Acadia, there's always a story. Yours worth dying over, huh?
I'll risk it.
Trust me, I've done a whole lot more for a whole lot less.
Clever with words, are you? I can get you to Acadia. But you've got to listen to me. Go where I say, when I say it. Still won't be easy. You stock up on your necessities, Rad X and the like. And then the real work can begin.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go, Longfellow.
Follow me, then.
Frick. Oh, it worked. Okay, we're good. Sorry. When you interact with a door with an NPC at the same exact frickin' time, you have a 75% chance of a bug triggering, where it just doesn't register that you opened the door, and it just grays out the option for a few moments. Also, pardon me, I am eating chips and salsa.
We need to move through the main drag. Old Mountain Trail is where we're headed. The fog ain't like nothing you've seen in the Commonwealth. Mainlanders think a dose of Radaway is all you need. Tracks, fresh ones. Trappers ahead. When the
1 second. Do I even have Redix? Oh, I do have Redix.
bullets start flying, find cover. Keep your head down if you want to live.
Head is down, gun is loaded, I am ready to go. Man. Hi, Tishy. I clipped somebody's class today and they scratching on my jeans. Cram, Nuka, some Radix. Oh, hi.
You ain't got a hope in hell.
Trappers. So, there's a lot more enemies in Fallout 76 that I thought were new and are in fact not. Oh, I'm looking for food. Oh, you're up there.
Speak to ya.
Hey, I'm just gonna look around. Old fella got it. Sorry, Longfellow. Where are you guys?
Now, Tanya, how much can it take?
How about we just do a little hip fire and hope for the best? How about that, honey boy? There's a lot of Far Harbor that's in 76. I've been playing Fallout 76 a lot lately. Fun fact, I have like almost 500 hours in that game. So I mean, if you guys want to talk crap about it, you're not gonna get a sympathetic vote from me, by the way.
You're not half bad in a scrap. Figured I'd have to take care of a lot of them. Might just make a proper Far Harbor woman out of you. See, the fog can do a number on you. Get you all turned around. Does something to your brain. Trappers were mean to begin with, but now...
You just gotta actually do the missions, and then you get like really interesting stuff. Or the events. The events are really cool.
Dead?
Oops. Oh, ghouls. Oh, guys, guess what? If you ever wanted to play as a ghoul, I can't freaking hit off any of these. You guys ever wanted to play as a ghoul? Play as a ghoul in a Fallout game? They finally released the update. This is delayed for you guys. There's like a week or so less late. But they released the update so you can become a ghoul. However, there's like a bunch of like downsides. If you guys wanna
keep your guard up.
If you guys want to know about all the like
trail.
downsides and everything,
you stick to this and we'll make it to a cave.
I recommend Mr. West Tech.
Crisscross the road.
If you don't watch him,
surprised if we got local
because
wildlife.
He does all the Fallout 76 information. Doesn't do lore, he does information.
I'm too damn sober for this.
I'm too dang old for this.
Still got it.
No, you don't.
You like them puppies? We grow everything extra meat on the island. Still got a ways to go.
We get extra meat on this island. Oh, it's a fog crawler.
Usually stick to the deep fog. Best we steer clear, but you never know. When I was a young lad, no higher than your knee, the whole island was covered in fog. The fog eventually rolled back. People resettled, but they got comfortable.
Light?
Started taking things for granted. Folk got short memories. All this has happened before.
Has it? Has it really? However, I have been on this binge where Bethesda hasn't done like unique content in a very long time, to be honest. You guys can argue with me on that one, but
I'll be drinking a toast to your corpse.
play Oblivion, then play Skyrim, and then we can talk. Play Fallout 3, then play Fallout 4, then we can also talk. Just look at, like, the content they're releasing into Fallout 76. And, you will see it's a lot of repetitive type missions. Like, West Virginia isn't necessarily, it's not far from Boston, but it's not close to Boston.
Fondness for fresh water. A small
But they
gulper,
seem to have
like
all
ones in
of the
these
enemies
parts,
from Fallout
is a
4 in the
fair
game.
challenge. Now the big ones, they can grow 2-3 times the size.
This
of
DLC
a
is just
man.
making me think of all like the weird things in
Good thing
that
you
game.
don't see too many of them.
Into the breach we go.
A bit of exercise, man.
Man, I'm just excited. I'm excited to try out the ghoul thing. I have to do it on a character that I don't play all the time first. See if I even like it. Because it can give you negative 99 charisma.
Hold there.
Hi, cultist.
Stringing one more soul to their damnation, old man?
Well, what have we here? Another rad worshipping lunatic. that's what.
Your barbs do not harm me. I am shielded by my faith.
How about bullets? Faith shield you against those, too?
Not my business.
Sounds like none of my business.
Lucky for you.
Do not sully this one with your blasphemy, old man. You. I suggest you go no further. Acadia is a nest of snakes. Beasts that subvert the will of Adam.
What did Acadia do?
What's Acadia done to make you distrust them?
They supply Far Harbor with the means to turn back Adam's holy fog. You'd do well to avoid such creatures, and instead seek the only true master of this land.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Watch yourself, outsider. You walk through Adam's kingdom now.
If you're done wasting time with a fanatic, let's move on. Up ahead, the air is clean. No fog.
A fanatic.
Acadia's not too far now.
I thought that you, like, have a person walk you here. It's really cool. Oopsies. It's really hard to hold a chip and play a game at the same time. Man. Isn't this a, BoJack, Sarah Lynn, astronomy thing. Frick, I can't remember what they're called. I've
Deep
never been to
fog
one.
has all manner of nasties. Don't stray too far.
Okay.
Hey,
Deep fog has all manner of nasties.
Okay, bye.
And we've arrived. Acadia's already been watching us for a good spell. If you want to talk with them, just go inside. They'll be waiting for you. You need my help again, you come see
Yeah.
me. Got a cabin just outside of Far Harbor. Good place to tool up your gear, get some rest, or get stinking drunk. Just make sure if you're bringing a bottle of something strong, there's enough to share.
Valid. See what happens next?
leaving already? Don't you want to see what happens next?
You saying you want me to stick around and watch your back?
Maybe later.
Maybe later, Longfellow.
All right. But I'm serious about the offer. You ever want to hunt the
Want uppies?
forests and waters of the island together, I could think of worse things.
Don't
to
want
do.
uppies? Hippie. Dang cats. Walk in the park? I mean, kind of was. Okay. Let's go inside. Let's go tour around this place. See what's going on. I'm gonna help Captain Avery. Who's Captain Avery? Oh! The woman who assaulted me like a snail when we first entered. Right, Captain Avery.
You know, when I first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as you welcome us.
Well, in that case, I want a Nuka-Cola, some stim packs, Kasumi Nakano returned to her family, and, a pony?
I see. I'm afraid some of those things I'm not in a position to give. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, Tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
We're not answering any more questions until you play straight with us. Just who the hell are you, really? There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own. And I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Nick? It can't be you.
Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
This is why you bring Nick. You know Nick.
Is this a joke? Do you really know Nick?
Let me tell you what I know, and you can judge for yourself. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep talking.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality. If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors, I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times. I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute. We left together.
If I were your brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
Ah, I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
You really don't remember?
Is it really possible that you wouldn't remember any of this?
You mean between the Institute failsafes, the beatings I've taken over the years, and plain old age? Or are you buying this whole "there's only so much room" of their argument? I don't know. It's not like we've got the instruction manual.
Yeah, let's focus on Kasumi.
We need to get back to why we're here. Kasumi Nakano.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Now, about young Kasumi. It's important that you understand exactly why she's here. I asked you before if you think she's really a synth. If you could indulge me with an answer.
It doesn't matter.
Who or what she is isn't important.
But it is. It's everything. Imagine just looking at your own hands and having to wonder, was I born with these? Or were they manufactured? None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life
I think she's
being
human.
a lie. That someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
Sarcasm.
No. But if I squint real hard in the mirror, sometimes I look like someone else.
I'm afraid when I try that trick, nothing really changes. I know it might seem impossible that you could be a synth, but tell me, what's the first thing you can remember?
I was with my family.
I was with my husband. We were getting ready for the day. I had to take care of my son, Sean. And Well, a lot's happened since then.
But no memories before then? No childhood? Your first best friend? Your first kiss? That's usually a sign. Data is easy to migrate, but feelings, that's a hard thing to transfer into another mind. Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease,
We were
the
born before
background
Sins, so we
radiation.
are not as. That is.
They
a
all take their toll.
However, if you guys are interested in that
But
kind of
I can
gameplay,
promise you
there
that you
is a
will
mod.
be accepted here. Whatever you decide is true for yourself.
I'm not a synth.
I'm not a synth. End of discussion.
I understand. I won't pry any further. Acadia is
Thank
open
you.
to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase. Kasumi is usually working down below, whenever you wish to see her. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss before you go?
The Institute is destroyed.
You should know. The Institute has been destroyed.
What? It's over? No more courser hunts? No more slavery? But that also means the technology to make the synths is lost. Our origins have been buried. Not to mention the loss of human life. Sorry. I'm not going to judge the actions of someone who's wiped out a great evil. You have our gratitude. Is there anything else you need?
I'm in the railroad.
I'm part of a group that helps synths. A railroad.
Really? I don't understand why a group dedicated to helping synths would convince them through fear that their only option is to hide. Yes, they volunteer for the memory wipe. Yes, not knowing you're a synth makes it harder for the Institute to find you. But
I mean, now that it's just
the
gone, we don't have to
cost,
do that part.
I know how frightening it is, the risk of capture. But sacrificing what you are, avoiding the true struggle to be accepted as our own form of life?
He protects synths. Well, I'm just gonna say I'm sorry.
I hadn't thought about it like that. I'm sorry.
So am I. Your heart is in the right place, and it's unfair of me to judge, while I enjoy relative safety from so far away. Was there anything else I can do for you?
What's your story?
Who are you? What's your story?
I came to this island over a century ago, hiding from my creators, the Institute. But after my escape felt secured, I was left with nothing. No programmed task. No false memories. I spent a year just sitting in a cave. Just sitting. One day, it finally occurred that maybe I could decide for myself what to do, who I was. I've been doing that ever since. Was there anything else?
Acadia.
Tell me more about this place, Acadia.
All I want is to bring as many synths here as I can, and give them a chance to know what they really are. To embrace it. Beyond that, we just want to live in peace. I don't have any grand plans for expansion. Just existing as we are now is enough. Was there anything else?
You're all synths? Like all of you are?
So, everyone here in Acadia is a synth?
Yes. Either they were escapees we managed to find before the Institute could, or they were victims of a mind wipe, and we revealed the truth to them.
Okay. Well,
I should
nothing
get
else.
going.
Of course.
Makes me feel kind of bad.
Are you feeling all right?
Fine. too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
Okay, we gotta... Hi, Chase. Gotta explore this place.
You track Kasumi here. I'm impressed. Perhaps not as quietly or efficiently as possible, but thankfully
Dude,
she
of
was
course
never
so.
in any real danger. I'm afraid your journey was unnecessary.
Sarcasm?
Miss out on a fun boat ride? Never.
Well, then at least you have the return trip to look forward to. Acadia is a safe haven for synths. Were it not, I would not have aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm. My job is to make sure they all remain safe, no matter what. Understand?
But how do you find them?
How do you manage to track down synths and bring them here?
I have a network of contacts throughout the area. Some from my time with the Institute, some after. I know the Institute's tactics, and use that to my advantage. You have Dima's blessing, so by all means, make yourself comfortable.
What's your story, though?
So, what's your story?
I used to be a courser, returning synths that had escaped from the Institute. I was tracking a synth and instead found Dima. He convinced me of the truth and the error of my ways. I rejected the Institute, made sure they couldn't track me, and dedicated my life to instead helping synths find freedom.
Acadia?
Tell me about Acadia.
Dima's told you most of what you need to know. It's as safe as we can make it for now. With every new synth we rescue, we're better able to defend ourselves.
Cool, I wanna
I'd
help.
like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
Actually, as a matter of fact, there is. If you're serious about contributing, well, we've got a situation I need someone to look into. You've had some experience traveling around the island, so you may be decently equipped to handle it.
What's the problem?
What's the problem?
We were expecting a new synth to arrive, and he should have been here by now. There's been no sign of him, and I'm concerned that he might have become lost on the way here.
Any leads?
You have any leads on where he might be?
You should start by talking to Brooks in Far Harbor. He's one of us, a synth. He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started on the journey here. Of course, he's not likely to tell you anything without proof that you're working for me. If he doesn't cooperate, tell him that his designation is L792. That should convince him. That's as much help as I can give you for now. Please, hurry. If that synth is out there alone, he won't last long.
Interesting. I get really surprised.
You've
Hi.
talked to Dima. You know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
You're a synth?
So you're a synth?
I am. I hope that's not a problem for you. Dima has worked hard to create a place for us where we can be safe from those who don't accept us. He's put so much of himself into this, all his time and energy devoted to helping others. He never stops to think of himself. Sometimes I worry about, well, if I wasn't here to make sure his equipment is all functional. And that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog condensers.
Is that a Geiger counter?
So many things to keep track of.
Sarcasm?
Right. Wouldn't want him blowing a fuse, huh?
No, not really.
Fog condensers?
Can you tell me about the fog condensers?
Oh, those? Dima and I designed them when it became clear the fog was only getting worse. They're effective, but have such a limited range. Dima insisted we provide them to the people of Far Harbor, and I'm so glad we did. Without the condensers, I'm not sure they'd have anywhere left.
Augments.
Dima looks like he's had a lot of work done.
Well, that's certainly an understatement. Between the two of us, we've made so many modifications. He was just a prototype, never built for all this. It took a lot to overcome the limitations of the original design and expand his memory. It really is remarkable, isn't it? He's overcome so much. He's become so much more than he once was, and all he thinks of is others.
Okay.
If there's anything I can do to help out, just let me know.
Well, if you're determined to help, there
Nick doesn't
is
seem to have
something
any
you
of
could
these
do.
problems.
It's likely somewhat dangerous, though, so I understand if you'd rather not. There's a boat along the coast of the island. It was transporting some hardware we needed. Storage
something
drives.
ship.
The boat never finished the trip, you see, so the drives are still out there. I could really use them here for extra parts, if nothing else. My understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here, so does this sound like something you could handle?
What happened?
What happened to the boat? Why didn't it make it?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Trappers, fog crawlers, there's no end to what's out there, and what might still be out there. The point is that we already lost someone once, and I don't want to see that happen again. So, are you up for it?
Yeah, I got
Sure
it.
thing, Faraday. I'll get the drives for you.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Man, I should really wear like a railroad outfit instead of like the Brotherhood fit. You know, Brotherhood and Enclave. I'm certainly spouting a fit. Huh.
So, I understand you've seen a good bit of our island. What do you think?
Sarcasm.
Quaint. It's sort of an old world, burn it to the ground and salt the earth kind of charm.
Interesting. Of course, it was already burned to the ground once. I'm not sure attempting that again would yield much. This island, with all of its danger and beauty, predates you and I. The ecosystem isn't what it once was, but it has adapted, and it will continue to adapt, long after we're gone. What's important, really important in the long run, is understanding it, and then passing that knowledge along to those who will follow
I'm gonna get
us.
some sarcasm.
If that's what floats your boat,
It gives me a sense of purpose, yes. I like having something worthwhile to which I can dedicate my time. I should note that I'm not fully versed in human anatomy, but I'm your best chance of medical assistance should you require it. Since Dima has approved of you, I'm more than willing to offer help.
Okay. I caught it. Say hi to Tibbin. He doesn't come here very often. You get to see this big boy just about every stream on
I'm really
Twitch.
rather busy. So, if there's nothing else...
Acadia?
what can you tell me about Acadia?
It was originally a place of science. I like that about it. Feels like home in a way. I don't mean the Institute when I say home. More that... I don't know. That abstract feeling of belonging someplace. We all belong here, in our own way. Dima's to be thanked for that.
Oh, you done talking to me? Okay. Cool. Bye. Who are
Sounds
you?
like you got the all clear. So what's your story?
Kasumi.
I came here looking for Kasumi.
Oh, isn't that sweet of you? That Kasumi's a good enough kid, I suppose. Little confused, maybe. But then, aren't we all? Not that anyone's asking, but I'll tell you. It all gets easier to deal with when you realize none of it matters. What you are, where you came from, let go of all that, and life gets simple.
And get a cat. I hear you.
Yeah, I hear you.
Is that so? Huh. Most of the chumps here act like I'm out of my gourd. Good to know someone else sees it my way. Anyway, lately I've taken to amusing myself with trading. Don't have much to work with, but I'm always happy to make a good deal. Let me know if you need something. I probably won't have it, but let me know anyway.
Cool. Maybe.
Just looking.
You know where to find me.
So he's the shop here. Got it. Everybody here has a name, and also there's magazines here, guys. At some point, I mean, I still have to do like builds and stuff. I have to like, Fallout Week is a thing because I'm behind on stuff. So we gotta get circled around on this.
Did you need something?
No, hi, Chase. Looking around. Naveen.
So you're that new gal from the Commonwealth.
Hi.
So wonderful to meet someone from back home. I'm afraid Kasumi doesn't seem to want to discuss it, but how are things there?
Getting better.
Getting better every day, I think.
Oh, that's so good to hear. I would like to see it again someday, once things settle down here. Acadia is all well and good, I suppose, but honestly, it does get a bit boring.
You're safe here. Sarcasm.
If this is boring, I'd hate to see what you consider exciting.
Oh, aren't you a card? I'm sure I'll see you around. Do take care.
So fun fact, there is no special order to doing these DLCs, there's just like level requirements, fun fact. I don't know what the level requirement is for this one, it's like level 25 or something that's like mediocre. No, that's Nuka-Cola, I don't know what this one is, but...
Circuitry is completely fried.
But it's really cool, like you don't have to finish the main quest to come here.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
What are you working on?
What's that you're working on?
Just trying to cobble some pre-war junk into something usable. Now, do you mind telling me what you're doing here?
I'm a detective.
I'm a detective. I was hired to find you.
You're a what? You came all this way... for me?
You left without telling your folks why. You must have known they'd be worried.
Look, my mom and dad... I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
You're not a synth.
Kasumi, listen to me. You're not a synth.
Believe me, I've thought about that. How you can never really know. But it just answers so many questions. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
You're not a replacement. Proof you're a synth?
Listen, do you have any proof that you're actually a synth?
Little things. Dreams of waking up in a lab. Years I can't remember from when I was a kid. Not to mention how I never quite fit in back at home.
You're not a replacement.
You haven't replaced anyone. Kenji and Rei are still your parents.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler.
Well, here's the thing.
Acadia isn't
they only
what I
replaced
thought it was.
important people.
There's more
they
going on here
planted
than just the refuge.
spies,
But I
so
can't
you didn't
leave
actually
until I've
replace
gotten to
anyone
the
no matter
bottom of
what.
it. I've been running long enough.
It's your choice.
Fine. It's your choice, Kasumi.
Thank you. Now, I just have to figure out how to...
Jumpsuit's kind of sick, though.
Wait, you find things, track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's why you came after me. What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
Sarcasm.
Sister, there's a lot of things on this island more important than you.
If you could just hold the jokes for a second. You saw all those computers that Demas
I don't think you're a
right?
sin.
They
You've
hold his
registered by
memories
sarcasm.
or
Everyone else
offload
didn't.
data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both.
My mistake,
well,
but he's an actual
Faraday asked me to
personality
help do some
uploaded.
repairs on them. And, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there. And that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
We should get to the bottom of this. If Dima is putting on an act, we need to know.
Why did it look at me? You don't trust him?
You don't trust Dima? After you came all this way for him?
I didn't come to Acadia for him. I came here because this place offered answers. And now that I've found a place I belong, I'd rather not lose it all if Dima is secretly planning to destroy everything.
Fine.
I'll help if I can, but that's not much to go on.
I know. I've been working on that, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
Oh, I can't do that. I'll improvise.
I'll figure this out. Just stay here.
Okay. Good luck, and come back as soon as you've found anything.
From one case to a new one. It's never easy for us, is it?
Nope. It certainly isn't. However, now we've hit the bottom floor of this, so let's look around a little bit down here. Those are stairs. A room. I assume this is Kasumi's room.
Terminals can be real finicky. That's nice. I bet I could get it to spill its guts.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Think you can unlock that terminal?
Can do.
Actually?
Some serious subroutines running on this
Why
box.
didn't that work on freaking Ada? Thank you. Let's unlock that door. Medical room. Why did I get the oh my gosh, we just discovered a landfill soundtrack? Frickin' Nick. Okay. Why can't they do like legitimate tests on these people though? Like a little craniotomy, you know? If it's a human being, like whoopsies. If it's a synth, then like they're fine. You know, I don't understand that. Anywho, that is all of the time we have, and we will pick this up next time. Wednesday's still gonna be something, whatever, but it's Fallout week, so we got something Fallout going on Wednesday. It's just not gonna be this. So we got to Acadia. We met Dima. We found Nick's trust issues. We found Kasumi. Very successful video, if I do say so myself. However, I will see you guys tomorrow with whatever Fallout thing I can come up with. And until next time, guys, be good, behave, stay out of trouble, and or don't get caught. If you guys enjoyed this video, please slap that like button. You want more content from me? Hit subscribe. And until next time, guys, bye.